Mike Prince from Huntsville, Ontario. Why I said yes to this experience is simply because it's the conversations that I'm craving, the type of friendships in my life that I'm craving. And yeah, the growth that comes along with all of that, the accountability that comes along with all of that, in putting myself in these environments. They're not comfortable. It means that I have to stretch myself. It means that I have to look at areas of my life that we don't always want to look at as well, and where I have opportunities for growth. Coming into this was just pure excitement, honestly, to get like-minded men together that are wanting similar things in life, higher vibe conversations, growth, challenging each other, pushing each other's limits, and really just looking towards our vision for the future. One of the standout activities for me personally was the welcome dinner, which is always an additional event that we put on at these retreats. However, this time I had family members there. And so it was really incredible to witness them coming into this space and leaning in and really bringing forth authentic stories that I'd never heard before that have challenged them and their personal stories. Second to that was observing the guys hearing like-minded stories from one another as they each opened up on what we call the badass list and told stories from their lives of things they've conquered, things they've accomplished. This one really struck me as you saw the curiosities open up from the different men wanting to learn more and resonating with each other's stories. And the fact that I could start to bring some of my family members into this space, that was just a really special one for me. Looking at the weekend as a collective and how I'm going to move forward and integrate all of these learnings into my life, what comes up for me is what's my next level of growth? What's my next move? And a big story that I've been wanting to release this weekend is that I need external voices, external advice to define that. And what I've learned over the weekend and really diving deep and thinking into that, sinking into that, is that I don't. And so leaving this weekend, I'm really coming out in a creative mode, in knowing that I have all the answers in my next step and what I'm going to create. And I'm really looking forward to that. And knowing that I have a new set of men around me too to support that mission, that vision, and get advice and feedback from as I move forward is a really comforting feeling, because I haven't always had that in my life. And growing up in different capacities, these are the conversations and the levels of men that I truly sought after. Thinking about a weekend like this 4 years ago, before I started to do this type of work, is honestly laughable. Any get together with guys, I held my value on being the guy who brought a bottle of tequila to the party on top of all the regular drinks. I held my value in having a fully stocked bar in my office. That was what I needed to show up as who I thought was me, the life of the party. And so looking at a weekend like this now, I would have brushed it off if someone had have invited me to this at that time, when underneath it all, you know, the drinking events and all of those, sure, they're temporary highs and they were exciting at the time, but underneath it all, I was not fulfilled. And that's what eventually started to creep in more and more and more, is that I had a desire for something different. So what I would say to anybody that is not familiar with these men's work spaces is to just go for it, to just explore, to get curious, because everybody's at different levels, but everybody has similar stories. And there's so many men out there that are trying to do it alone. And when we do it together, there's so much more power in it. And there's so many people out there that are looking for it.